Hello dear friends, myself Professor Kodde Rishikesh and you are watching BSc Botany Studies Classes channel. Here we are discussing about the cell biology and plant physiology concepts. I am presenting you the syllabus. Here in credit number first we have discussed many chapters. This lecture is dedicated for the last chapter in this credit, which is known as cell cycle. The cycle of cell includes the mitosis and meiosis division also. So this lecture will be very interesting. So we are going to discuss about what is cell cycle and which are the stages or phases comes under this cell cycle. Without wasting too much time, let's get started. Okay friends, I have written topic here cell cycle. So before starting to discuss about cell cycle, I would like to talk on the reproduction topic. So reproduction is a continuation process in which new things are produced from the old things. So reproduction mainly includes formation of DNA, new DNA you can say from the old DNA. New DNA is produced from the old DNA information. Likewise, cells are also produced by using old cell. You will come to know why I am talking about this. This reproduction involves the formation of new individual. For example, in human being, as photograph is indicating that new offspring or new generation is produced by the parents, means old is responsible for formation of new. The topic is today given is that the cell cycle, which is dedicated for formation of new cell from the old cell. For that purpose, you have to understand this. The cell has to undergo from various stages. These stages are cyclic in manner. So whenever we draw like this structure, in which you will find unidirectional pattern is considered as a cyclic pattern. So cell cycle is going through various different stages. Which are these stages? Let's discuss. Okay, so we will write here first a cyclic pattern. This would be the cycle and this would be their center. You can say axis. The center of this cycle. The cycle includes various stages as we have already said, and we have also said that the old cell is going to produce new cells. So this cell is going to produce new daughter cells. The difference in new cells and old cell is very genuine, that the old cell must be larger in size as compared to the new cells. And if you talk about the genetic material, for example, if I have drawn 2 chromosomes in this old cell, then you must show new cell with the 2 chromosomes. But the difference in chromosome, I will talk about it in later section. Just remember here, from the old cell is producing new cells. We are talking about cell cycle, we are talking about the stages of cell cycle. So this stage or this phase where you will find old cell is producing new cell is known as M phase. Please remember this word, this is very essential to understand here. Old cell is producing new cells is known as M phase of the cell cycle. We are talking about cell cycle, it is always in one direction. After producing new cells, these cells have to acquire certain things. First of all, they have to acquire certain size as their parents. Means daughter cells are always smaller in size, they have to grow, they have to acquire certain size, as well as they have to acquire different molecules, and one day this newly produced cell will again act as a parent cell. So it is very simple to remember. In cell cycle you have just 2 phases. First phase is interphase, just we have said, and another phase where newly produced cells are preparing themselves to act as a parent cell for next division is known as, I will write here, interphase. So it is very clear here, the cell cycle includes M phase plus interphase. This cell cycle includes M phase and interphase, that's it. But you have to study the sub stages or sub phases which comes under interphase. I will talk about it later. Remember, interphase acquires 90% portion of the cell cycle and M phase acquires only 10% phase of the life cycle of the cell cycle. Means during cell cycle you will find the maximum portion is interphase and minimum portion is M phase. Why it is called as M phase and why it is called as interphase, you must have understood. Then why they have used M word here, right? So they have used M word here because M phase includes mitosis and meiosis. These words you are familiar with. Mitosis and meiosis are two types of cell division. So means M phase is the cell division phase. Mitosis and meiosis words are starting by the letter M. That's why it is known as M phase. This is the only reason why it is called as M phase. But in M phase you have mitosis and meiosis, which we will discuss later. But this time, now we will be discussing or focusing mainly upon the interphase of the cell cycle. This interphase have three substages. Which three substages? It has G1 phase, S phase, and it has G2 phase. Why they are called as G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase? There is a reason behind this. What is the reason of the calling them as a G1 and S and G2? It is very simple, that newly produced cells, these are the newly produced cells from the old cells, are smaller in size. They have to grow at certain level, they have to acquire certain size. This G1 means a gap or growth. G1 means gap or growth of whose? This newly produced cells. This newly produced cell you will find grows somewhat bigger with its genetic material inside. This gap first is known as G1 phase. In this G1 phase, cell just acquire certain size as their parent cell. Okay, you have to remember this point. The next phase you have S phase. S means synthesis. Who's the synthesis? S phase includes synthesis of genetic material. Here you will find two chromosomes which contain sister chromatids are absent here, which contain only one chromatid. Here after S phase you will find you have to show these arrows. Just pay attention the diagram which I am drawing here. The chromosome size or chromosome shape will change like this. This S phase includes DNA duplication or DNA replication phase. Means synthesis of DNA, that's why it is called as S phase. So I will talk once again. Old cell is producing new cell. Out of these two new cells we are talking about one cell here. The story of the cell cycle for second cell will be same. So don't get confused. This cell will have its own cell cycle. Here we are talking about cell cycle of this cell which is newly produced. First it will acquire certain size, means it will grow somewhat bigger as compared to the earlier. Then in S phase, the genetic material will be duplicated. It is very easy to remember. There is nothing much difficult to you can consider very hard to remember. All things are very easy. In S phase, the genetic material is getting duplicated. You can find the difference in their chromosome. Here you will find 2 chromosomes. Here 2 chromosomes are only. Means don't get confused. Here are not 4 chromosomes. 2 chromosomes here, 2 chromosomes here. But each chromosome contain only 1 chromatid. And here each chromosome contain 2 chromatids. Why? Because DNA synthesis or DNA duplication has been taken place. Okay, so it was S phase. Now the G2 phase means, obviously you must have understood, the gap second or growth second phase. What happens in G2 phase is very important to understand. G2 phase is actually very critical, which check whether the proper DNA duplication has done or not. Please remember or write somewhere. In G2 phase, it is check up that whether proper genetic material duplication has done or not, and somewhat growth of the cell has been seen in G2 phase. Which type of growth? Size do not increases. But you will find various different types of enzymes are accumulated inside the cell, various types of metabolites are accumulated inside the cell, because this cell is going to be ready for division purpose. For that, G2 phase is playing very much important role, who is actually looking for the cell, whether cell is properly developed for division purpose or not. So we have M phase, G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. G1, S and G2 commonly can be called as interphase. So here I have written M phase and interphase. So in interphase, in bracket you can write G1 plus S plus G2. It is as simple as that. So once cell is ready in G2 phase, it is checked, green signal is there, then cell will again go for division and you will find new cells are produced. So production of new cell is done by the proper cell cycle. Sometime it has been seen that if one cell is producing 2 cells, then it is known as mitosis. And if one cell is producing 4 different types of cells at the same time, it is known as meiosis. But it is a general outline of mitosis, meiosis. There are very much detailed concepts are hidden in mitosis and meiosis, which comes under this M phase. So let's discuss about the differences between mitosis and meiosis. Okay friends, so we have mitosis and meiosis. Already we have said that we have this M phase and this interphase. Okay, M phase and interphase. Mitosis, you can write in this way. You can say cell cycle for mitosis is different and cell cycle for meiosis is different. Please understand this. There will not be the common cell cycle for mitosis and meiosis both. Cell cycle for mitosis must be different. Cell cycle for meiosis must be different. Mitosis and meiosis starting from the word letter M. That's why it is called as M phase. So mitosis and meiosis can be studied. One second. Mitosis and meiosis can be studied in comparatively fashion to remember them. Remember, mitosis takes place all over the body. Of organism. For example, in case of human being, if I present you the body of human being, all the cells which are produced in the human body are the result of the mitosis. Means every organism took birth from the embryo. Every human being took birth from the embryo. The size of the embryo is very small. You can observe embryo under the microscope. But from the embryo to the 6 feet long human being, all the cells are produced through the division which is known as mitosis. And meiosis takes place only in the, which is very important, takes place only in the such specialized type of cell where gamete production takes place. Means what? In case of male human being, inside the testes, meiosis takes place which produces sperms. In case of female human being, in their ovary, they will show the meiosis which is result into the formation of egg cell. So you must have understood that the mitosis is commonly observed cell division. For example, if wound is taken place on your hand, then the wound will be sealed after 7 to 8 days or 3 to 4 days. The wound sealing done by the cell division, newly cells are produced at that area, is done by the mitosis, not by the meiosis. So the meiosis is very restricted or at particular area only, whereas mitosis takes place all over the body. For example, in plants, all the organs are developed. For example, root, leaf, stem are produced by the mitosis cell division. But for production of the pollen grain, for production of the ovule, meiosis has to be done. So meiosis is very restricted area, you can say, and mitosis takes place all over the body, which is very keen difference. You have to remember this. So we are discussing about the cell cycle. So the question may be asked in such a way that what are the importance of the cell cycle? So the importance of cell cycle such as it helps in continuation of species. It helps in production of new cells. The third importance is the cell cycle helps in regeneration of tissues in plants. Whenever you cut the plant branch, if you try to plant that branch, you will find after some day the branch is developed into the new plant. The fourth importance is that due to the cell cycle, the actual sexual and asexual reproduction can be taken place. In case of animal, sexual reproduction; in case of plants, sexual and asexual or sexual or vegetative reproduction can be takes place. So cell cycle is playing very much important role in checkup of proper cell division. Sometime you must have heard the cancer is very dangerous. What is this cancer? Cancer means failure in cell cycle. Please remember this. The failure in G2 phase can be responsible for causing of the cancer. So you must have understood the importance of these phases, where we have discussed about the interphase and M phase differences, as well as we are talking about the difference in mitosis and meiosis. There are very detailed differences are given. In next part we will be discussing about the detail of mitosis, which are the sub stages, prophase, metaphase, anaphase like phases, and detail of meiosis, in which you have many different phases. Mitosis always produces 2 cells, means one cell is producing 2 cells, and meiosis always produces 4 cells. Why? So all this detailed information you will get in next lecture. Till then, please subscribe this channel so you will get the next lecture notification. I will stop here. Thank you for your time. Bye.